Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a send icon using Inkscape, and there are different types of send icons. Some are very simple, some are more complicated graphics. We're going to do something that is in the middle. So I'm going to start with creating the background, grabbing this tool to create circles, ellipses and arcs. I'm going to hold down the control key and drag like this to create a circle. Then I'll change the color of the circle to this green color over here. Then I'm going to grab the select and transform tool and make sure I click on this padlock to lock it, and this way I'm going to keep the aspect ratio when I'm changing the width or the height. And for the width I'm going to type in 250 pixels. Click enter to apply, and this is our circle now. And this circle is going to act as our background. Next I'm going to grab this tool, create stars and polygons, click and drag like this to create a star, but I want this to be a triangle, so I'm going to reduce the corners. Just click twice on this option, then go to the select and transform tool, click one more time on the object, and this way I'm going to be able to rotate it. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the edge of the triangle to match the edge of the bounding box. I can zoom in a little bit to make it easier. Just rotate like this carefully, and I think this matched the bounding box. The next thing I want to do is to rotate this 90 degrees clockwise, so just click on this option like this, then make sure I uncheck this padlock, unlock it, and change the width here to 140 pixels and the height to 110 pixels. Then with the select and transform tool, just move this over here and then change the color to white. Now let's zoom in closer here. Our next goal will be to create some guides here, which will help us create the other objects here. Now I'm going to click and drag a guide like this, and I'm trying to place it exactly at the point of the triangle here. Next I want to create this, grab this tool, create rectangles and squares, and just create an object like this. And then let's change the color to black so we can see better. Then position this object, make sure the center of the object snaps to the guide here. So to do this I need to have snapping enabled and this option as well. So click on this option, zoom in a little bit, holding down the control key and turning the mouse wheel forward. You can zoom in, then grab this, and you can see how it's going to snap the bounding box midpoint to the guide. And now I can grab another guide from the ruler, hold down the mouse button, the left mouse button, and drag from the ruler, and then snap this over here at the edge, and then snap one more over here. Then I can just delete this object, press the delete key with the object selected. The idea of this is for me to be able to have the same distance from this guide to this guide with this guide to this guide. So the distance from here to here will be the same as from here to here. Now next we need to grab the Bezier tool, click on it, and now we need to click on this point here. We can also activate this option to snap to edges of bounding box, and then click over here, make sure we snap to this, then over here, then over here, then over here to close this new object that we created. Then we start the fill and stroke tool, click on the stroke, remove it with this option, then fill, then click on this option to add flat color, and I'm going to change the color to this gray color over here. Next I'm going to grab the Bezier tool again, and again I want to make sure I click on this point over here, right here, and then close this over here. Again the same thing, removing the stroke, adding flat color for the fill, and changing the color to this lighter gray this time. Now the next thing I want to do is cut out a triangle here from this object, because we are making a paper plane that will act as our send icon. To do this, again, Bezier tool selected, click over here, then click somewhere here on the guide, just eyeball it, something like this, then over here, then close this object. Then again we are removing the stroke and adding a flat color for the fill, just black color. Next we want to duplicate this object 3 times, actually 2 times, so we can have 2 objects, additional 2 objects, because we want to cut it out from here, here, and then also from the background white object. So 2 times Control D, 1, 2 times Control D. Then going to the Select and Transform tool, holding down the Shift key, we add this object to the selection, go to Path, Difference, then click on this object, Shift key adding this one to the selection, Path, Difference, then click on the object again, Shift key adding this one to the selection, Path, Difference, and you see now we have cut out this triangle. If we zoom out, we can see how our paper plane looks like. Let's get rid of these guides, just click, drag over the ruler here to remove them. One thing we need to do before doing anything else is to actually center the object. To do this we need to select these, just click and drag like this to select all of these objects, and then we need to group this with this option. Then with the Shift key adding to the selection the background, then starting this option, this is the Align and Distribute tool, and using the center on vertical and center on horizontal axis, we can center this object in the middle here. Now our next goal will be to add a shadow. To add a quick shadow, we can grab the Bezier tool, click around here, this will snap to the node of the white object, then click outside of the background like this, click around here, then click on over at the edge here to snap on that, then somewhere inside, and then close this, going back to the stroke here, removing it, going back to the fill, adding flat color, and I'm going to add a black flat color, then going back to the fill, to the Select and Transform tool, selecting the background, Control D to duplicate it, then with the Shift key we are adding the black object to the selection, going to Object, Clip, Set, then we move this object one step down to make it go behind the airplane, and then we can reduce the opacity to around 20, for example, click away, and you can see now our shadow. So this is our flat icon, our plain flat icon. We can make this a little bit, I'm going to ungroup the object and make this a little bit lighter gray, something like this. I think this will make it look better. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope that it was useful. If it was, make sure to like it, visit my channel for more. That's it for this one. Bye for now.